and welcome to another episode of the CEO Peak. I'm Dave Osh, your host today, and my guest today is Bruno Larvol, the CEO of the Larvol Group. Hi, Bruno.
Hi, Dave. Thank you for having me.
So the Larvol Groups actually provide pharmaceutical and biotech companies a comprehensive, competitive intelligence and business intelligence and communication, medical communication to these industries. This is a complete virtual operations. Hi, Bruno. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Dave. It started without really a plan to make it such a radical model. It started with me hiring one lady in India who had a PhD and an MBA. She was based in Hyderabad, and it worked so well that we recruited a second person, a third person, and at the end we're here with 100 people now. And I decided at some point along the way to say, for people to be able to work together, if they're not in the same office, we need to go all the way out. It needs to be nobody in the office. Otherwise, I felt that we would have us in the headquarters, a small group of people, interacting and meeting each other all the time, and then them, right? Far away, in different locations, different countries or different states. And so I just grandfathered myself as the only person with an office, but I don't let people come in, except you, of course. A few people from time to time. As humans, we are hardwired for proximity. We like to meet, we like to have coffee, we like to shake hands, see each other in the eyes, right? We are hardwired for interaction that is proximity interaction. You take that away, a lot of bad things happen, actually. Right? Trust is not established the same way. People become a little bit paranoid. You take away proximity, you have to replace it with extreme transparency. So we have a few things we do that are different from other companies to maintain and build trust, to nearly over-communicate in some ways. One, for example, is a principle we call webcam. So webcam if you can. So the idea is if we talk to each other, be on webcam, because it's so important to be able to see someone's face. So everybody needs to make an effort to be on webcam, and it makes a big difference. And we use Slack to also create transparency. For example, we don't have set hours, so people work when they can, when they want, but what we ask people to do is to have on Slack a status indicating if they're available or when they will be available, their level of availability. Can we ping them? Can I say, can we talk now? So we use technology, Slack being one of them, as a tool for transparency and a tool to find time to talk. I'm trying to have less and less meetings, scheduled meetings, because if we schedule a meeting, all of a sudden you block something in your calendar, right? On both sides. You lose flexibility. So I'm trying to have less meetings and more spontaneous. We find each other on Slack and then we talk. The symbol of our company is a tiger, so everybody's a tiger. So this is a tiger company. And a tiger goal it's a goal that everybody has, and they need to have only one goal that they need to keep in mind and share with their colleague and their management. And their goals need to be measurable. It needs to be important. And it's not a stretch goal. It's not that would be wonderful if I could do this. This is a 80% confidence that you're going to meet this goal. And so we try to build a culture of these shared goals that we use in the organization. Another way to create transparency and to ultimately keep each other, including myself, accountable.
And what are the things you did actually to build culture with people that never met each other except over Slack and webcam?
What I like is use a language. So in a sense, create our own language. Sometimes it's a little bit quirky, but like I was mentioning, we're tigers. So everything is about tigers. So we have events about tigers. We have contests related to tigers. We also have events. So we have a monthly happy hour, for example, all webcam, everybody on the webcam, and we have a cheer, so it's a tiger cheer, so everybody does a tiger cheer. My neighbor wondered why all of a sudden I would do a big by myself in the office. So we use sometimes quirky language and little routines we have to create a culture.
How do you actually, as a CEO, the founder of the company, ensure that there is across the board a buy-in to the vision, mission of the company?
I have to say that I don't have a magic formula for that one. The only point is still the same, which is that it requires over-investing from not just management and the leader of the company, but everybody, in order to reinforce that clarity of a direction. Two books I want to mention. One is Jack Welch, Winning, and the other one is Mihail Csikszentmihalyi, Flow. Flow is a wonderful book about how when you engage into a certain activity in which you have clear goals, clear steps, and feedback on how well you're doing, time disappears and you're like in the zone, in the flow. And he has a wonderful book. It's even better as an audible book because he has such a voice, called Flow. I really recommend that book. And the other one is Jack Welch, Winning. To me, the main point about the book Winning is the idea of differentiation. And differentiation means to say that if you have a group of people, you have to force yourself not to say, oh, everybody is happy, everybody is good, and spread the love. You have to clearly differentiate between your top performers, your middle performers, and people who have more opportunity for growth, so to speak. And it's not natural. For me, it's not natural. I think in general, it's not natural. And the reason why I like it so much is that it fits with that idea of transparency. I believe that in any organization, 80% of the people in the organization think that they're in the 20% top performer. It's the reverse 80-20 rule. And they believe that because the organization did not give them genuine transparency about how they are doing. These are the two books that I would recommend.
Bruno, thank you so much for taking the time, for the second time actually,
yes,
for this interview. I really appreciate it. That was a great insights that not only virtual companies, every organization can learn from.
Yes.
And thank you for watching the CEO Peak, and I look forward to see you in the next episode.
And the third time would be even better.
See you next time.